So, hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Claire. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine. Everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy, meaning that the channeling means that the way in which I approach the video, which is pretty chilled right now, is going to have something to do with who this makes sense to. Male or female, can be numerous amounts of people that can make sense of what's coming through. And yeah, divine feminine, divine masculine can be male or female, same sex, all that jazz. We know all of this. And yeah, I'm always sending healing prayers and healing in general. And my logical plan today was to utilise the Leo moon energy because it's my favourite and it's usually when I've got a lot of energy. But God's plan was in line with what happens on a weekend anyway. The energy is no. Like, I had energy yesterday, I've used it for the live. I'm tired today, so I'm just wanting to chill. But I am doing this video for you. But it is a bit annoying because I did want to get another few, on camera videos done because it's some people just connect better with that. But hey, it is what it is. It makes sense because, like I said, this new moon, although it isn't technically my 12th house new moon, it is kind of because it's like, it's more about the 11th house for me, which is why I know that they're wanting me to just take the time to I haven't been looking at the phone, and I was looking at the window and I looked at the phone. Yeah, they're wanting me to think about the levels of the membership. So because I was planning on launching them in October, and we're in October already in a couple of days. So like I said, whether it's like nobody joins for a few months or it's like one or two people or whatever, it's just, I know that I'm, build it and they will come, build it and he will come from Field of Dreams. Maybe that's going to be significant here. I mean, that's definitely 100% what, following your dreams are about, full stop. But definitely on the twin flame journey, you've got to be very new earth orientated, is what I just heard, and have the vision and build before it actually really makes sense. Because especially when your twin flame is spiritually asleep, just they wake up in divine time. Oh, that was very interesting, all that. So from what I can remember from the shorts, the bullying prevention angel came up, and what fascinates me is I hadn't really remembered that because I've watched back the live from last night and I hadn't mentioned that it's come out in the shorts. I did mention the card before it came out, but yeah, that must have been why it was in my mind. So there's something about bullies being exposed right now. And bullies is a strong word, isn't it? But that card to me, it always is a sign of like narcissistic energies around someone, whether it's one or a lot or male or female. So yeah, I just really do feel there is, manipulative bully type sort of energy being exposed. And again, it's quite interesting because it's interesting that they're making a connection with what I posted in the community tab, but for some reason, on my algorithm, I was guided to that Robbie thing, and I was like, what? And so, long and short of it is, because if you find this much further down the line, you won't be able to find the community tab. That is horrifying me. Like, and it is so Neptune and Saturn and Pisces, because although Pisces is beautiful, unconditional love, caring, psychic energy, compassion, kumbaya, my lord, prayer and all of that, the shadow side of it is copycat energy, is destiny swaps, people that steal other people's work or basically steal other people's lives. It's very, very common on the twin flame journey that you've got somebody claiming that somebody's twin flame or somebody's soulmate, and they're not that at all. They're the ones that are sabotaging the real connection, and they can often be turning whatever they are on the real ones. So, you've got to be aware of that. It's not always that film like, movie like, drama like in everyone's twin flame connection, but I have helped enough people with it to know that that is a thing. But yeah, that's instantly what came to me, because if you look at it, I'll just recap again. Go and look at the videos that I posted, but it's just this Irish guy, which is kind of interesting because I keep going on about feeling really pulled to Ireland. But this Irish guy basically originally wrote that song called Angels Instead because he just lost a baby with his girlfriend. And it makes so much sense when you listen to the words. Like, you know, basically it's like you're not here, but you'll be watching over me as an angel instead. It's kind of beautiful, you know what I mean? Like, whereas, although I love Angel, you know, the Angels Robbie Williams, it is a brilliant song, but it's like, I was kind of like, what is that? But it's just, to me, it didn't hit this, you know what I mean? It was just about angels in general. And the thing is, obviously that, like you said, it's like even the guy says himself and other people, when you see him responding in the comments, all I'm saying is I know the truth when I feel it and when I read it and when I hear it. And there's truth in that guy's song. That is definitely about the loss of a child, 100,000,000%. And it is, yes, the Robbie song has been tweaked because it was then given to a songwriter. But the fact is, the original idea, that has been stolen. Like, do you know what I mean? That's disgusting. Um, and it's, yeah, I'm disappointed in him because, again, I was the biggest. I had Robbie posters all over my wall. You know, I went to a lot of his concerts. I was in the front. I was in the front queue. I mean, I can't believe I'd done that because with my sort of not liking crowds and everything, that is kind of nuts. But yeah, it's very, very sad because it's definitely, you know, there's a lot of people being exposed for things like that. It reminds me of the JLo thing that I spoke about recently too, where it was like apparently the voice in you know, some of her biggest songs, I think it might be like Jenny from the Block, it's not her at all. Like it is literally somebody else. And they prove it on there. I think that went viral on like TikTok and all that. But it's, you know, I've seen it, I shared it at the time, but it's just, it's they're given that analogy because it's like there's so many people that do things like that. And again, it does get a bee in my bonnet because not at all on the same scale, but I have had things where like I've had a really good original idea being in the same space as somebody, and then before I've had a chance to actually do anything with it, they've took my fucking idea. Do you know what I mean? And it's so it's little small scale stuff compared to this, but it's fucking annoying, and people shouldn't do that to people. And I always think, you know, it's you know what I mean? It's like think about it, like Robbie's had a certain amount of sense for a long time, but then that's like well, it's the video seems to only be a week old that guy's broke it down, you know, objectively. And I mean, watch both videos and you see what you think. But I'm a big Robbie fan, and that's definitely not left me with a good taste in my mouth. And it's just, yeah. So, like I said, you know, it's when anybody sort of does shit like that to you, whether it's about your work, your original ideas, or specifically with twin flame stuff, if somebody tries to like, well, in whatever way that happens, you know, tries to lie about you to get your person against you so that they can have them for themselves, all this kind of, however sinister it's going, you've just got to know that it might take a while, but justice and truth always does prevail. And you know, even if it's like a few people in the comments of that guy's video being like, I believe you, you know what I mean? Like, because I was liking those comments, that is because I do believe that guy, you know. And some people have been like, but you did sell it, but he only got like 7 grand or something. And think about how much money that song has actually made. It's exactly the same as the JLo thing. I think that woman got, I don't know if that woman even got anything. I think she maybe got like, it was hundreds, so it was like fucking next to nothing. And then I just can't stand the lying of it all. It's disgusting. And these people just get away with that all the time, these celebrities and all that. But I mean, everyday people do it as well. But real people realise real lies. Now I might put that in the title. Real eyes. Oh, that's what it is. Real eyes realise real lies. Don't know why I'm saying that, but it's coming out. Again, I do feel it's the shadow side of Venus and Scorpio right now as well, exposing. See, because it's like, that's exposing the dark side of money, isn't it? Because that's what that's about. He's claiming, oh, I wrote the song about back garden. Listen to that guy's video. I was cringing when it's like, you listen to the man saying, I wrote it about my girlfriend that had just lost a baby, opposed to listening to Robbie saying he just came up with the idea in his back garden one day. What about angels? Fucking none of that makes any sense to me. That's really fucked me off. But I also, sadly, I do think there must be like some sort of anniversary or something to do with like the loss of a child, whether it be an actual baby or a miscarriage, like that story, or like or an older child, but I do think it is something about, you know, mourning the loss of a child, because And then it just freaked me out that on the shorts for Monday, I've actually said something about a guardian angel because the card says that. And remember, I was saying that in the live, that the guardian angel card, and then it's like, and I didn't get it, they just guided me to look to see, because often I just look at what the shorts was, like on the day that it is or the night before, so I forgot what I said because I've just been the channel. So I couldn't believe it when I watched it and it was like, I'm talking about guardian angels, and there's me, I've just serendipitously been guided to that, all that shit about the song Angels. So it could actually be specifically that the song Angels is very significant, because actually that song is significant for me because it was played at a loved one's funeral. Just because she loved the song, because again, everyone loves that song. But that's probably why I'm starting to cough, because she'll be like, she'll be sticking up for Robbie in the spirit world. But you know what I mean? It's, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like it. But anyway, on other news, good news is coming. Angel of good news. So there's some sort of good news and possibly even justice coming around some sort of injustice, maybe is what I'm getting from what I've just said there. So let's now go to that deck. Oh, wait a minute, there's more cards. So could you tell us a wee bit more about this? Whoever this is going to make sense to, what is this good news about? And then think about all the stuff I've just channeled before there, because again, it'll be for a reason. Like, all I know is that really touched something in me when I listened to that. So, because again, I'm just saying I love both songs, but I believe that man. I think his name's Ray. I believe him. And it's very sad. Because obviously not enough people are, like, going to believe that. And it's all down to money. Greed, money, materialism. People that sell their soul to the devil. And it's interesting because Robbie's claiming he's had a spiritual awakening and everything. I've watched him on interviews and stuff, and yeah, I don't know. If he's had, I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's something that'll be interesting if that kind of blows up, like the whole Blake Lively thing, because that's obviously exposed her as being a bit of a bully, which is really interesting because I've had conversations with other sort of healers and stuff like that where, I won't go too deep into that, but like, I remember somebody giving an example of them being like a really nice couple and really genuine in that, and I didn't really, something didn't sit right and resonate with me when the person said it, and now that's why that didn't resonate, because the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. If she's like that, he actually can't be as nice as he makes out either, and that really will ruffle feathers, because I really love Ryan Reynolds too. He does just seem like he's like a stand-up guy, but if that's how she's treating people, and they're connected, maybe not, but I mean, there's something, these people shake hands behind closed doors are not who they say they are. They're, right, where's that card just went? Don't want to talk about Hollywood, they get enough attention, but there's a theme about bullies though, because that's what that woman that, you must have seen it, it went viral overnight, like it's got fucking 5 million views there, so it's probably got like more than that, where it's like she basically is exposing how horrible Blake was being, it's her and the other women, they were just being really rude. I dream of you. So somebody's dreaming of you, and there's someone keeping me from you. Well, what's new? That always comes through in these. Again, totally Venus and Scorpio. But yeah, again, totally with what everything I've just said. Because although I'm talking about somebody's work that has been stolen, and talents and gifts and original ideas, this is like, this maybe feels like it's a bit more serious, like it's like a destiny swap. Like somebody feels like it's an injustice that somebody has pulled the wool over another's eyes about who somebody is to them. There is someone keeping me from you. Like, because that's what I said about, last night when I was in the live, right, when I couldn't remember the line of that song, that is, like, let's see if I'll remember it now. Yeah, doesn't matter where we are, doesn't matter now. If there's a moment, no, that's the bit I keep forgetting, but something about, doesn't matter where we are, got my mind on you. I forgot the tune, but it's like, doesn't matter where we are, I've got my mind on you. So it's kind of like, that must have been why I liked it, right? Because I had, basically I had a playlist. I don't mind saying this, because why the fuck would I be embarrassed about that when I've been doing this for 3 years deep? Do you know what I mean? I had a playlist of dance songs, because my favourite is like funky house. I had a playlist of dance songs that I made up at the time that I used to listen to every day walking, specifically at that time in my life, walking the crystal shop that I worked in, which is actually, you know, while I worked in the crystal shop, I'm just trying to think, I think I birthed Crystal Clear Visions after working there. You know, I got that in meditation, and it was because there was a girl that was staying with me at the time called Crystal, obviously the clear bit, and then I got visions because I have visions, so that's how came up with the name. But basically, yeah, I just used to be walking down, well, it was actually specifically walking down Leaf Walk, because Leaf Walk's famous if you've seen Trainspotting. But, and I'd be listening to all these songs, so that's what it reminds me of. So, you know, a lot of the time actually I skip these songs, because they kind of remind me when I was, I don't know, just in that kind of longing after them kind of energy, which I've been in like for forever. But like, just, I don't know. I often, although that is a good song, I often skip it. It was like as well, I'm just thinking about it too, when I was having breakfast yesterday with my mum, Summertime Sadness also came on too, which is a good song. But, and it's not like that was particularly one that was on my playlist, but I feel like they were sort of saying something like, you know, perhaps some of the masculines had, you know, well, some masculines, male and female, would have had like a hot boy summer or whatever, or a hot girl summer, and you know, that would be ones that are still in a karmic cycle. But I feel this summer could have been sad for a lot of people, because, well, not only because the weather was shit for most of it, but also because of the Dark Night of the Soul. Like, I feel they were strongly sort of, that was why I heard that too. But yeah, basically when I forgot the words of why I like the song, it doesn't matter where we are, I've got my mind on you. Because the way I take that is, because that can be kind of deep, because this is a dance song, but it's like, you know, it doesn't matter where I'm at in my life, it doesn't matter where you're in your life, or at that point in my life, it doesn't matter that you have just completely just, yeah, you act like we were nothing when we were something. You know, I don't know, I don't put a label on it, but we had a connection, and now we just act like strangers to each other. You know, unfortunately, you're not going to be far from my mind and heart. And the thing is, you know, with the divine masculine, it's the same thing. They're able to suppress it a bit more, but you'll pop up in their dreams. Like, that's how it works. I've had enough conversations with people to know that. And then it'll be even stronger when they start to awaken, and it'll drive them nuts, like it drove you nuts if you're the feminine. But yeah, look, there is a third party. So there's someone keeping me from you, and there's a third party. So for some people, that is somebody's with somebody else romantically. Because let's face it, you know, with a lot of people that tune in, you know, you're going to have families with a third party. But for some people, it could be there's the people that are keeping your twin from you are, well, it could be them, their self, their own fucking unhealed shadow, their addictions, their habits, their, you know, lifestyle. But it can also be that, like, that people's older family members don't want you to be together. The third party can also be like somebody being a workaholic. It can be loads of different things. Let's see what else. I will find my way back to you one day. So this is very much feeling like Venus and Scorpio vibes. Somebody is stuck in a loveless connection longing after a twin flame. Or they were. Unhealthy habits and behaviours, yeah. So somebody's putting some kind of that. But that's interesting that I said that. What did I say? Addictions, habits, lifestyle. I feel at one point somebody was stuck in a way of life that they were unwilling to give up to do the work that it takes to be with a twin flame, which it does take work and growth and healing. If you're not willing to do that, you're never going to be with your twin flame. Sorry, triggering, but it's true. Triggering but true. That's my thing. If you see anybody saying triggering but true, they're watching me and they're copying me. I'm not going to be that bothered about that. I'm just saying that because of what I've been saying in this. I will find my way back to you one day. Yeah, so this could be somebody that's went through the transformation process now. And they didn't mean what they said when they were in it. So I feel somebody's been pretty toxic towards you, their behaviour, their actions, what they've said, going by what that says. And that could have been why somebody's been sad over the summer or something, or longer. Really just depends. Now let's get some of these to see from the. Now that one was lying out. I'm so grateful for you. So I've put it back. Let's see if it comes out. I'll try and shuffle in front of you. So I've got better things to do than to plant the card. Again, look, each to their own. Everybody, I appreciate the way everybody does their own original stuff, as long as they're doing their own original stuff. But I don't really appreciate when people already have the cards lying out. I like to see the cards coming out themselves. But it's not that everyone that does that isn't, because there's some very good people that do it. But I just personally would like to, see the cards coming out themselves. Yeah, look, this is tying in, isn't it? Will you ever forgive me for acting that way? Oh my God, I'm scared. That's scary. Again, if you're new, or even if you're not new, because it always just baffles me. It doesn't baffle me. I know it happens. I was holding space to channel the divine, but in this case, I actually feel I'm tapping into this masculine's higher self. Like, this masculine is wondering, will you ever forgive me? I was battling my addictions. I couldn't get out of it. I was stuck in a party lifestyle. I feel this is like sex addictions. This is like meaning that, like, this is somebody that just was stuck in the race, was not interested in love in the slightest. It was lost all the way. So it could even be that if this is somebody that's settled down with somebody, it's something that's kind of toxic, because it's wasn't based on like love. It was based on something lusty. But even if it was like it's and what I've often find, it's like, if it's love, it's not like true love or anything. It's this person's like can't get you out their head. So many songs remind me. You look at what I was talking about, songs, and I can see myself having kids with you. Oh my God, that's a bit creepy with what I was saying about the thing. I let my doubts and fears get the best of me. But you're very intimidating. So yeah, I think, look, and I'm so tired of sabotaging this connection. You're so beautiful, and I know we're twin flames. That's pretty dramatic, isn't it? I just never expected to feel this way about you. I feel this is somebody that has pushed down their feelings so much, which to the point where they felt it was successful, and they've numbed it out. But we know, everyone should know if you watch all the time, it's disassociation. It's solo. Wait a minute, it's disassociation. My words are going a bit funny too. I'm literally slurring my words and stuff. So this person could have a problem with drink or something too. But it's like, yeah, that it's disassociation and it's soul loss. And it feels like the more this person's done the healing and the dark night of soul and the ego death, these feelings have come back with a vengeance, because they're more in touch with their soul. And the feelings that have been pushed down and on pause have bobbed back up with a vengeance. And I know I hurt you. I never intended to. So, but what this means is this person did hurt you when they were unawakened. I keep hearing toxic. So whatever, this would resonate with you if this person has behaved toxic. So I'll let you decide what that is. But it's yeah, and it's like, it was this person's fear sabotaged them, but it feels like in a big way, and they're not proud of it. And look at this. Look, I'm sorry for lying to you, and no one makes me feel the way you do. I need you back in my life. I'm overcoming childhood trauma. This is really quite sad, because that's what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Like, this person's like, they're not proud of how they've treated you, and they're aware it has come across as toxic and it's hurt you. But this is somebody that's got a lot of love for you. Everything I do for a future, and I want to be with you. So I feel that's like currently where this person is, or it's where they're going to get to, that they're going to realise that, well, it's like a film, isn't it? Like, you're going to realise when I'm gone that you love me. But I mean, that makes me laugh, because once upon a time I thought that about mine. Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember thinking that naively, like, before I really fully was grasping what we were to each other, twin flames. I was thinking, oh, he's going to miss me, and like whatever he's doing and whoever he's fooling around with and stuff, like, they could be hot as fuck. Like, he's a good looking guy, he can pull people that are good looking, but they're not me. Like, they're not my personality, they're not what he's like. We've got a connection. And and it didn't kind of work out like that, do you know what I mean? But I still stand by it, that like, yeah, mine just successfully stuffed his feelings down and hid them very well. I'm sure there's people he hasn't hid it well from, to be honest, but it's yeah, like I said, mine deserves an Oscar. But so I was good at hiding it too. I always say the same thing. I was good at hiding it. I could make it look like I didn't give a fuck. in public, you know, if I saw him, like, I would just, yeah, it looked like I was happy and getting on with my life, and really everyone would know that I was like, you know, just, you know, he's all I think about. You're different than what I'm used to, but I like it. What if you don't accept me for who I really am? And then it is like, look, I'm so grateful for you. And I'm coming back home. Coming back soon because I miss you. And I can feel you pulling away. Have you moved on? I have a plan, but you have to trust me. I've had very vivid dreams of you. I've cried over you. My life has changed so much. I'm trying to trust in divine timing. I feel so much regret for everything I've said and done. Right. I love these cards, but we kind of have to stop it somewhere. It'll be the whole deck. But I feel the biggest thing there was when I said that about addictions and habits and stuff, and then that came out. What else have we got here? Oh, look, wow. Angel of relationships. But what I always get from this is, apart from the fact that looks like Jamie read that, but it really does, doesn't it? And look, 29th again, that's tomorrow. This looks like, for some reason, I never think this is twin flames. That actually looks like a karmic relationship. That looks like people arguing, and this person's not wanting to accept that this person's like, it's over. 21, patience. This person's had to have patience. Look, they're being guided to follow their purpose. So this, look, yeah, this is definitely a breakup in the eclipse. Or it's already happened and I'm reading the energy of the past. Or it's an omen for the future. This person's being guided to release something that doesn't fit them anymore. They're coming into channeling abilities. Look, they want to manifest, look, a new job, a new house, a loving partnership, because that's not what we just saw with that picture there. So funny, because that card's obviously meant to be about sorting out a relationship, but I never see the pictures. Looks different to me. Yeah, this person's meditating, healing. Look, there's a guy that doesn't know what he's doing with the paintbrush again, but he's trying. So it's like, this is something that's like, gifts are being awakened, but they're like, what the fuck am I doing here? Yeah, clairaudience. This person's hearing songs or getting all the signs that, well, it feels like, you know, it's time to do something about this. This, I'm laughing at my vibe in this. It's kind of, I'm giving it zero fox for this message, but right. Well, I didn't pull the Mary Magdalene card when I said I was going to last night, so we're doing it now. So I've shuffled them. What have we got? I am the Grail. Hold on to your power. That's quite interesting because look at the jammies that I put on are like, you know, red as well. So, that, I know you might think that's reaching, but I do think it matters that they just sort of pointed that out. It's like, and I just opened it, oh my god, and it's 21. We just saw 21 on the other deck. There's 21 again. If you saw last night, you'll know how funny that is. Not funny, it just happens all the time, synchronicity. 21 though is the world card. It's coming full circle. Something's completing here. I feel this person's went through an ego death, or they're reaching the end of it, because it's important that the last, because it's anonymous, unless you know, say something that makes it known that it was you. The last few sessions that I've had with people, have it basically, the person's had a moment where they've like basically I think actually, yeah, in both people's sessions, the one I done yesterday and the one I done a few weeks ago, because that was the last time I had a Zoom with someone, because they often do leave like a week or 2 weeks in between me working with people these days, because it depends what I was helping somebody with. But yeah, Dark Night of the Soul came up in the cards with the last 2 sessions I've done, and the person has had a moment of, and can I just say, one person was a male and one person was a female, but they were both in masculine energy, and they both had a moment of, oh wow, that makes sense. I'm in a dark night of soul, or I'm coming out of a dark night of soul. Like, they both literally had a moment like that. So that means something. I'm sharing that with the collective because that is a lot of you watching that you might not have realised you're in a dark night of soul, or you might have been like reluctant to accept it because, you know, like I've shared before, over the year, I'm used to this. I've been doing this 10 years now, you know what I mean? And it's like, so many people will be like, I'm not in a dark night of soul, I've already had tough times in my life, blah blah blah. And it's, I just don't argue with people because I'm not in the business of arguing with people, right? It's not about being right and wrong. It's about me having experience helping people with this, and me being in a dark night soul for years. Because like, what I just, it's funny that I noticed that how weird is that song, that when the sun goes down, I have to do the video, but that came out, it was published the 1st of October 2014, so literally 10 years ago on Sunday. Sunday's the 1st, isn't it? If Sunday isn't the 1st, then whatever. But now, see, now because I need to check, because that'll annoy me. Why was I thinking Sunday was the 1st? No, sorry, the first. Why? Oh God, I'm getting all confused. Tuesday's the 1st. So 10 years ago, but I still had that on my playlist as I was walking the shoot, and it would have been 2016. So what I'm saying is, it's like, there's something about the songs that if you're a bit like me, because they're using bits of my story because it's going to make sense to someone. If you had songs that really reminded you of being in that longing heartbreak, like the initial sort of first few years of it over your twin flame, I feel you're either hearing the songs or your twin flame is, and it's reminding them of you. Because that's what I started saying in this, and I got distracted. That's, that is energies that don't want me to get that out. That I noticed when I was watching me forget that line of that song, it's symbolic of the spell work that is done on the masculine to forget their true feminine, like to forget the connection. Notice my throat's closing up now. That's not a coincidence. To get them to, like a hex to stop them from being in touch with their truth, because the throat chakra isn't just about talking and listening, it's actually about truth as well. So it was to get them disconnected from their truth, to be brainwashed and programmed by the matrix and society to, oh, it's cool to just like do the fuck you want and don't like fall in love and all this kind of, be a free agent and stuff. I'm the Grail, hold on to your power, look beyond the obvious paradigm of accepted beliefs. Look at what I just said. I hadn't read that yet. You're a powerful sacred vessel who can create your own miracles. Acknowledge the truth of who you are, embody, embrace and internalize it. So I'm just looking to see if this story has... Mary Magdalene and her children were the great Grail hearsay of the royal Davidic bloodline. The quest for the Grail was really about recovering the lost divine feminine and returning the bride to her bridegroom. I feel that's symbolic of all the feminines that are out there, that are the real ones, that have had to endure toxic, karmic people tricking the masculine. The knowledge of the sacred marriage of Mary Magdalene and Yeshua. The awareness would heal the wasteland, and the story of languishing Fisher King, as it would in our world today. No one can diminish your power or have power over you. In your magic cauldron, your grail of knowledge, you have access to infinite ideas. Your sacred vessel connects to source, where lies the answers for healing our current wasteland here on the earth plane. Oh my god, wait a minute. I need to go, and this is freaking me out. I knew that was going to happen. That's why they wanted me to use this last night, because it would have been more dramatic on the live. I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to get a leaflet that my mum got when she was in France, and I think it's this place. Because something made me... Like, my mum basically had this leaflet, and she was going to give it to my auntie, and then she was showing me it, and I think she actually got it for me, but she hadn't realised, because remember, I've said before, my mum's really psychic too. She's just more practical about it. And I was like, Mum, this has got all this stuff about Mary Magdalene, like, that's my thing. And then I don't go too deep into what, by everyone about why, but I'm going to pause this. I think it might, even if it's not the same place, it matters. I don't think it is the same, guys. I don't speak French, so whatever, but this is René's Le Chateau or something. But look, St. Mary Magdalene's Church. What does it say? Saint Mary's de la Mer. I don't know. It's not looking like the same words. I'm not actually reading it properly. I'm kind of scanning it. Saint Mary's de la Mer. I don't know. Maybe I'll go there at some point and see. When I was in France, I spewed in front of Rolf Harris in a graveyard. Let's not go too deep into why that obviously happened. I mean, obviously it was because, I feel it was because I probably sensed what he was all about before that actually came out. But I don't know why Rolf Harris was travelling about a graveyard in France when I was on a school trip. That's random as fuck anyway. But it was actually, I was sick because I had been, my guy friend at the time was filling up it was like a carafe, I think you call it a carafe, you know, like a, what do you call it, a cement, well, what do you call it? A pottery vase, right? So you couldn't tell what was in it. And he kept filling it up with wine. And it was just me and him basically were necking back the wine and nobody else was. So the next day, me and him were hanging. And now, I know I've basically got very angry about lies in this, and it is true, but I did, um, yes, I did say that I was not feeling well. But I mean, I wasn't feeling well, but the truth was I wasn't feeling well because I was hungover. But we couldn't tell that to the teachers. But it's quite funny because everybody else found it hilarious. It was just me and him that done it. It's one of these things that I've not. I'm not actually just trying to think. I'm thinking, was it? I'm just trying to think what friend it was, but aye, it was one of my pals that like it was one of my guy pals. It wasn't like one of my best pals, but it was like we were all in a group of friends together. Do you know what I mean? Because we're about 17 or something, and but it's just that kind of thing where I've not seen that guy in fuck knows how long. But I bet you if I've passed him, all the memories will come back to me. It's just like it's like one of the things that you've bonded over. It's quite funny. Right. So to be honest, one of these cards fell on the floor, but we're just going to trust it. So we don't need it because I can't be bothered getting it. Where's the feminine at that's going to connect with this message? It was very deep. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel in this case, you know, you're grounded. You're that printing wasn't very good, eh? The wordson's not even on it. Yeah, you're grounded. You're stable. You could be very abundant financially. You know, you could be a good businesswoman or businessman, regardless of your gender. And if you're kind of like, well, you know, Claire, that could actually be a little bit better. You're in the right place because I'm good at helping people where your money's a bit up and down and a bit, you know, one week it's great, one week it's not, because that's how it is for me too. And it's just, you know, it's the nature of just if you know astrology and you see my chart, you would know why. But I just go with the energy and I go with the flow and stuff. But like I said, it is strange that I can help people make a shit ton of money. I've helped a lot of leaders like step into their calling and stuff like that and make loads of money. So don't be fooled by the fact that what happens to me. That's what keeps me humble. And it won't be like that forever as well. Like maybe I'll step into my highest timeline and that will actually be not having to worry about money, but it's because I've been so generous in helping people while I've not been so great myself. Yeah, look, that cycle's closing out. Oh look, 21 again. That cycle's closing out. So if you are resonating with it, so I'm just stressing, you could still resonate with this and you're abundant because you don't focus all your energy around material, money and everything like that. And actually with what I've just said here, I feel that's what's helped this masculine out of bad habits, addictions, toxic energy. Now, if the devil comes out, that'll be kind of nuts. So I've shuffled them. Let's see what's on the top for the masculine. The Hermit, yeah. This masculine's coming out of... This is what I've said. So again, because it's God speaking through me. This masculine's coming out of a period of isolation, coming out of a dark night of souls, exactly what I said. And that's what I'd take from the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, look. That card really makes me laugh. Look, this person's making plans. That card amazes me because it's like, you know, you really get the feeling that it's like, what is that guy about to do? Because that's what the Three Wands is about. Like, the Four of Wands is a union card. That is the card that links to my birthday. That is a big reason why I'm here to usher in these unions and why I've been doing this for 3 years, 10 years if you count the whole time I've been helping TWINFLAMES. And before that, because I was helping them before I even really stepped into my calling. Do you know what I mean? I was always meeting people that had the similar connection. I just wouldn't have been using that label. Yeah, this is somebody that's been making plans and they're executing them. He's just having a cup of tea before he gets going. That's hilarious. We're definitely using that for the thumbnail. Yeah, look, new beginning. This feminine doesn't realise there's a passionate new beginning coming straight for you. Somebody's tired of holding back their love. They're coming in. Love it. What's behind that? Page of Pentacles. Yes, look, there's a message. He's a bit all tied up there, but there is a message coming in. Look, this person feels like they've got their shit together, so they're taking action. A cycle's closing out. Because look, they're sad. They're sad. They regret their actions. They're miserable. They feel lost without you. Look, they're reminiscing about a past love. To everything that's come through. But there's people that are like, try to stop. There's people try to fight with them and hold them back and compete, and it's me. I'm your real lover. You know, stop dreaming about this lover from the past. I'm your real lover. Like, this could literally be like 5 different birds or 5 different guys, whatever gender you're masculine. It's, you know, this could be like a lot of competing energies, but this masculine's like just daydreaming about the twin flame. I'm not being funny, but I'm actually loving the energy when I read these cards, because some of them I'm reading the meaning of the tarot, and others I've always done that. I have fun with it. Like, life's for having fun. Make up your own meanings. And if people come and be like, oh, that's not what that means, it's like, well, fuck off. Go and fucking watch somebody that's doing it the boring way. I just say what they tell me to say, what comes into my head. So I own what's different about the way I do things. What does this masculine want to say? Inspiration. They've had a light bulb moment, a flash of inspiration, insight. Like, yeah, this is the feelings coming up to the surface. There's no one else who inspires me the way you do. I'm so proud of you. Your achievements and gifts, your love really gives me the strength and courage to strive for out of life. I think the twin flame card just flashed up there. Yeah, look, that's the only card in all of them that says twin flames. Look for the signs of our connection, like what I was saying about songs. As your twin flame, I mirror what you're going through. Notice how we are very similar and share the same vision. There's a connection between us that can't be denied. We have to work on ourselves to be together. Look out for the signs, my love. It's sending me to you. Basically, it's just sort of saying that this masculine seeing all the signs slapping them in the face. So even if some masculines are trapped with like a not so nice Queen of Pentacles, materialistic, whatever, because that will fit for some people, it won't be for all. This masculine's like, yeah, they're on the move if they're not already. Yeah, promise. I want to make a commitment. I wish you knew how special you are to me. It kills me to not to be able to tell you. You amaze me with your compassion, kindness through this time apart. I promise I'll make it right between us. And you're mine. It's giving me Christian Grey vibes. We're meant to be for each other. We're meant... Wait a minute. We are meant for each other. There's no one else in the world who could ever replace you. We were made to be together, and you're mine only. We have done this before, and we'll do it again. That's totally Venus and Scorpio. But also, that's my card on the other deck of a karmic partner. Somebody that's tricked somebody with their beauty. They call it beauty spells, but really underneath it, they're ugly, greedy souls, you know. Blessed. Again, the pregnant woman's pulling men. Again, this could be ugly, greedy souls that have trapped people with pregnancies. I'm blessed beyond measure to share such a powerful divine love with you. I'm so grateful for you and give thanks to the divine creator. Embrace beautiful divinity, your precious gift of my life. I mean, sometimes that's about divine feminine, but I did sort of feel there's something in that. So just be, again, I keep saying be careful, guys. Venus and Scorpio is all about sex. If you give in to temptation, you could end up with a toxic, you know, person that's trapping you. Need you. You're so nurturing, magnetic, passionate queen in my life. Your light shines bright and guides me through the darkness, out of dark night. So you feel like home to me, and I always... Oh, and I didn't sing that. You feel like home to me. You feel like home to me. Feels like I'm on my way home. Back to where I belong. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I always feel very happy and comfortable in your presence. Thank you for your love. Always sending me your healing energy. I need you and your energy even more now. That's like the card last night from the other deck that's like, I really need your love. So again, it's not all the details are going to make sense to everyone. It's quite dramatic because it's Leo moon, but like I said, I'm in zero fucks mode. So tell us about this, Matt. So tell us about the feminine. Apology. Forgiveness, return, sorry. Yeah, feminine, there's somebody coming to return to you with an apology. So you'll know what that's about. Masculine, and that's actually a different card. Yeah, hope. I haven't given up. Hope on a yet. So that's really quite clear. And then look at this one. I always love to make an appearance gossip. I'm afraid of what other people will think. So there's been some kind of gossip here that has kept true twin flames apart. This person hasn't given up. The feminine had to detach while this masculine was in some kind of look bad habits. I don't know if we'll ever change. This person had habits that looked like they were never going to change, and you're both hurting from it. But this person wants to fix connection, mend. It must be Libra season. All this Libra is, look, this person's broken. I feel shattered about the situation, and I've never felt a passion this intense. Yeah, this person feels like they really missed an opportunity. I didn't act when I should have. I'm just asking them what. Now, Union came out. I haven't published the one I done yesterday, but Union came out in the one I done yesterday. What else do we need to know? Because I've not got a lot of time on the timer. Retreat, right? I saw that before I started shuffling. It's come out again. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And I was just talking about France. I've spoke about Ireland. I think there's going to be, like, you know, some of you could, you know, be married recently and you're going on a honeymoon, or this could just be about getting away for a holiday together, you know, to disconnect from the world, to get to know each other, yeah, after all the crazy shit that's happened. But yeah, I do think there has been a recent marriage or a union or something like that, or it could just be talking about a union happening. Notice everything remarkable about your relationships. But yeah, there is some sort of reconciliation coming in divine time, because I'm looking at the ones that turned over there. Someone from your past is returning to your life because it's time. So this isn't that interesting. That could be around 11:11 specifically for someone. 11:11 is an important number for twin flames. It symbolises the harmony and balance of soul counterparts. Yeah, you were connected in past lives. We saw that with the Six of Cups. Reunite our loved ones over and over again through many different lives. Trust that everything's happening the way it's meant to, and honour your loved one, and you'll notice your relationship comes stronger. Again, it looks really intense. It looks very Venus and Scorpio, but there's a surprise coming. You may be about to be surprised, but you've got to let go of control of trying to work out how this is all going to come together. And that's part of your test for both of you. But yeah, this person absolutely knows who you are to them. They know that you're twin flames. I can't be bothered reading the bottom bits. Yeah. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. I'm going to end that there because, like I said, I'm feeling a bit tired and I can't really be bothered, and these are quite intense, and I've got this living room's a fucking mess, and I just kind of actually want to go and eat my tea and get back into my bed. So, like I said, I'm feeling in good spirits. I just feel tired and I'm not up for this. So, have a lovely Saturday. Have a lovely weekend in general. It's very, 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 very intense. Maybe not all these details for everyone because it's quite specific, but some bits and bobs will make sense. But it's very intense energy as we build up to the new moon solar eclipse on Tuesday, the last one of the year. Things are being eclipsed out of people's lives. It is also conjunct Black Moon Lilith. I've got the Black Moon Lilith cards. Let's see what comes out. So if Black Moon Lilith and Libra comes out, that'll be pretty wow. But Black Moon Lilith, don't fuck about. That is very shadowy energy. Again, like I'm here to be teaching people, the shadow isn't bad. It's just what you've done to heal it. So once you heal it and you love the parts of you and you accept them and you integrate it, and you don't come from a toxic place, you know, basically, like, we need to be a badass in life. We need to be a badass to set boundaries, to not people please. We need to be a badass to, you know, to get somebody told if they're being cheeky. Do you know what I mean? It's all, you need that energy. But if you go like stomping around hurting people for no reason with no remorse and thinking you're not going to get karma, that's when you're going to the dark side of that kind of energy. So anyway, but that's basically giving you a flavour of what this new moon is about. It's a new moon, so it's new beginnings. But as far as I'm concerned, with it exactly conjunct Black Moon Lilith, there's deep, deep shadow work going on for people. So you might not be in a dark night of soul. A lot of you are. But if you're not in a dark night of soul, you might be getting really deep shadow work at this time, you know. And definitely around people pleasing, because that's Libra. It's people pleasing. So I think there could be some kind of explosive. Yeah, I'm hearing like explosive, because with the eclipse, explosive moments where you're backed into a corner and you can't be nice about it and you have to just let the badass out. I don't know who that's for, but it's gonna make sense to someone. Black Moon, Lilith and Leo. Now, what's funny about that is we are in the moon in Leo as I'm channeling this, and it has been very dramatic. Allow your light to shine. I'm just going to end it there. You know, you need to let your light shine, but especially if you're watching this in real time as I'm publishing it, because I think I'll publish this one before the one I done last night for some reason. But yeah, let your light shine. Some people are not going to like it. They're going to gossip about you because they're jealous, because they're not doing things in the world that they want to do. Ignore those people. Keep shining your light. Some of you are, I hate the word light workers. I hate the word hate too, but I do hate the word light workers. It makes me cringe, but I prefer light warrior for myself, and I find that other people connected to me like that too. But whether you call yourself a light warrior or a light worker or whatever else, you've came here to be sharing what it is you're good at and shining your light and inspiring. It's not a coincidence. I literally just got off the phone to one of my closest pals and said pretty much that I bet you're going to inspire a lot of other people around you to go and follow their dreams as well. You know what I mean? Because I know that that's what I done too, but unfortunately, I did get a lot of jealousy and, a lot of covert stuff that was hard to prove. And it would just be more in the sense of, oh, look, you've set up a business, but, people aren't liking the page, or they're not commenting or liking, or they might like the page and then they never comment or like. People are watching. That's not very nice, but let's face it, it's a fact that if you do go out on a limb and you go and do something different like that, and other people are scared to do it themselves, you will get a bit of weird energy first before people get on board. And usually people only start to come out the woodwork when you're actually really doing well and you're making a name for yourself, and they want to just be, oh yeah, I know that bit. Like, yes, we all know this, it's bullshit. So yeah, just you keep shining your light and let the gossips carry on. See you later.